I only took the job because Mr. Waterhouse is so fit. And, yeah, maybe I wasn't Employee of the Month, but he was totally unreasonable. I mean, why should I have to keep his girlfriend out his office? That's not my pay grade. And you've got to ask yourself, what is he hiding? She's better off without him, if that's
Leave this. Just ring me back, yeah? I was looking for Tom. Is he with you?
No. I'm just here to put out the fire.
Get your hands off me and give me my phone back.
Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Don't you dare lock that door. Oh, fine, you want me to scream the place down, do you?
You might want to wait a while. Building's empty, thanks to the fire alarm.
I could totally take you in a fight.
I'm a gentleman, so I'd rather not put that to the test. Now, sit down and behave like a lady, and maybe I'll give you a lift home after.
This is a mistake!
What's going on, Dad? Is that your car?
You can put that back right now!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
If I was going to phone you this clearance from the court, it's a warrant for repossession.
Oi! Oi, don't my kids' toys!
Sorry, love, I'm just doing my job. It's not my problem.
It says you haven't got a rental agreement.
Well, I haven't got a contract, no, but I've been paying rent, Lisa. Ron, what is going on? What have you done?
Babe, I've done nothing, I swear to you. He's just had me locked up, OK?
Where's Tom?
Graham, right on time. And you brought Charity along with you as well. Enjoy the fun. Excellent. Just as planned. The Bentley's gone, and it was all a bit short notice, but everyone's on schedule too.
What is all this? Are you drunk? I don't understand.
Debs, I think he's had this planned for months, all right?
She's right. A little arrangement. It's over.
Arrangement? What arrangement, Tom?
I mean, this isn't some film with an improbable happy ending. Is it, Charity? Only men don't marry hookers, usually.
Hookers?
Oh, sorry, you think you've been sleeping with me in return for a house, a car, a ton of cash, and you still can't see it for what it is? I even put the clothes on your back.
He's not who he says he is, OK? And he's not called Tom.
It's Joseph Tate.
Yeah, you are definitely Chris Tate's son. Just as poisonous.
No, and you know more about poison than me, wouldn't you? The whore that drove my dad to suicide and got away with it. Until now.
Josie. It's true, babe. I've seen his passport. That's what I was ringing to tell you. I thought you'd picked up.
So who's Tom?
My alias. Good guy. Funds kids with cancer. Invented Tom Waterhouse so no one would catch on. You didn't recognize me at all? I know, I was packed away to boarding school before I could tie my own shoelaces.
Yeah, you were desperate to go.
But I'd remember you anywhere. The same hard-faced skank you were back then.
So it was all lies.
You made everything up.
Finally, she gets it. I don't think I was actually interested in your pathetic car rental. I was buying you, Debbie, and it was so easy. No surprises there. Like mother, like daughter.
What's all the racket? Why is all your stuff out, yeah?
What the hell's going on? Has anybody phoned the police?
Be my guest.
Babe, he's Joseph Tate.
What? As in...
The landlord. And this may be a circus, but it's all perfectly legal, unfortunately.
Well, whatever sick game it is you're playing, she's paid her rent, yeah?
At a fraction of the market value. The rest of which she was more than happy to pay back in kind.
No, you offered...
That was the arrangement. Same as the job. And why would I hire a mechanic for a high-end property business? She was there so I could have her whenever I wanted.
Eh? So you for real?
Did you ever do any real work? Perform any real function? Other than lying across my desk like a secretary in a cheap porn...
Now listen, mate, you watch your mouth!
Everything she touches, I basically own. The house, the job, the Bentley, which I've taken away, which means you can't pay the loan on your pub. So you're going to lose your sad little business.
Hmm?
Shame. Oh, and, the guy you slept with, who stole the takings, he's one of mine.
You paid him to do that?
Yeah, for my amusement. And to see her scrambling around for money again. It's such a grubby life you all lead.
You speak for yourself!
And I'm gonna flatten your house, which is still the rancid eyesore it was.
So you have done all of this to get at me?
You? You're no one. Collateral damage. You have the unfortunate honor of being one of the only things she cares about.
Seriously? So you targeted her? So hang on, when he rang about the Bent... You knew it was her?
Of course I did. So you could watch her turn into the same prostitute that you were.
Your beef is with me, yeah? You've already admitted that!
You can't do this!
No, that was fair. You gave that to her.
I guess some things are just for Christmas.
You gave me everything that I wanted and called it revenge, so I'll have a little bit more of that. The sex I can sleep through because, well, that was boring. I probably had more thrills off a spin dryer. I never loved you. It was an act.
A transaction for money. So, prostitution, isn't she?
Right, don't be an idiot, yeah? And call your muppets off, okay? Excuse me, I'm talking to you.
The locks are changed. Your tenancy's over. I want you both out of it by tonight.
Look, your dad killed himself, all right?
Because you drove him to it. You were a calculating bitch who only wanted one thing. He was crippled, broken, embarrassed around women. You're a prostitute and you targeted him.
Me!
Don't explain yourself to him.
You didn't stop until you had a ring on your finger and half his back.
No, you listen to me, yeah? For your information, I was actually one of the 3 mugs that loved him.
Loved him? Then why did you get pregnant with her grease monkey dad? If not him, then some other piece of lowlife. I know you fooled the whole world that Noah was my dad's. But what's the odds of that, really? With your track record with men.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. But your dad pushed us together because he was so mad jealous of Cain.
You're blaming my dad for you cheating on him. Running around with your ex, laughing about him behind his back. It must have been so easy.
Yes. Okay, yes, I cheated, but I am not the reason he died.
You can stand there as long as you like, but you won't get served.
Even if I buy the whole pub a drink?
Okay, fine. Do you know what? Chris Tate, yeah? From those that knew him, let's fill Joe in, shall we, on his beloved dad.
I take their word for it. Lisa, downtrodden. Zach, work shy. My dad pitied you both.
Not as much as I fitted you. Dumped in the big house when your mum passed. Your dad barely noticed you.
He might have been in a wheelchair, but that was no excuse to treat folk like he did.
He was a cruel, selfish control freak of a man. And you know, his only mates were those he paid to keep by him.
Oh, funny that. Remind you of someone.
You made his life impossible. He did everything to please you, but it was never good enough.
Excuse me, you were just a little kid. You were barely there, so I don't know where you're getting this perfect recall from. This is how it was, OK? He had a brain tumour.
He could have lived months, years.
And rather than sit down and explain that like a normal person would, he went and topped himself and framed me.
Because he'd rather take his own life than put up with your betrayal.
I had to watch him die. I went up to Home Farm because I thought we were getting back together. I actually wanted him.
You wanted his money.
No. He was the first man I felt safe with. Well, my mistake when I found him choking on the floor in front of me. I mean, who does that? I was totally clueless, I swear to you, OK? One minute he was sipping champagne. The next he was on the floor, yeah, he was choking, he got all white. I actually rang the ambulance. And I held him in my arms, and I kept begging him not to die.
And the award for Best Actress goes to...
You ought to be glad that it wasn't a glass and all.
Without knowing what you were up to, I'd have tried to stop you.
Which is exactly why I didn't tell you. And you can spare me the dirty looks. This is only the beginning. There's plenty more to come.